Why is it that summer's come so late?
Oh, we've really had one of those topsy-turvy summers, haven't we? Where we saw the hottest June on record, and then things really took a nosedive. And it's all because of what's happening elsewhere across the Northern Hemisphere. And whilst we saw that wet weather, we saw high pressure to the south, heat waves across Europe, and now the opposite has happened. Just a few days ago, we saw prolific flooding across Iberia into the first part of this week as we baked in some late sort of summer sunshine. So it really has again just flipped. High pressure really firmly in charge. We're inheriting air from the near continent, and this has allowed temperatures really to go up day by day. And we're now in heat wave criteria across much of England and Wales.
So define heatwave criteria. We know there's been an amber alert. What does that actually mean?
Okay, so for the heat health alerts, that's really associated with health professionals and allowing them to understand there could be a surge of people really suffering from heat, particularly in places such as care homes where there's no air conditioning. I don't know how you cope with the heat last night, but it was very, very warm here in Cheshire. My dog was really struggling, and certainly I was as well. And last night we saw temperatures not dip below 20 degrees Celsius. That's defined as a tropical night. So when you get really high temperatures overnight and then high temperatures through the day, your body just can't cool down and it becomes quite stressed. It's okay if you're feeling quite healthy, yeah, but for a lot of people, it really is an issue. So heat health warnings are really out there for those who are working in the healthcare profession. However, the heat wave threshold kicks in after a certain temperature. For Greater London up towards Cambridgeshire, that's 28 degrees, and then it goes out to 27, 26, and for most of the country, it's 25. So for a lot of Wales and England, we are now what we called in heat wave criteria. Yesterday, we saw temperatures in excess of 30 degrees across many areas, and last night, temperatures didn't dip below 20 across many parts as well.
It's going to be another tropical night tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
So any sort of survival tips? What can you do? We were discussing earlier. I try to keep my curtains closed in the day. Does that actually make much of a difference to the temperature inside your house?
Well, I think houses are really well insulated, aren't they? That's the problem. And my house is notoriously quite cold. In fact, I bought a fan heater for my office just a week ago. That tells me
Oh,
how much I knew about the heat
Claire.
wave coming this way. But
Uh,
yes, sorry.
no, carry on.
I'm just saying, yes, it is. It's one of those things. I mean, I had my windows open last night, but my house backs onto a pub and they were really celebrating those warm nights, still chatting outside till 1 a.m. It wasn't great at all. And with my dog, I bought him one of these cool caps, which you can put over their body and it just keeps them cool. So you sort of immerse it in cold water. And that really helped him because he was pretty much hyperventilating. So between us, we sort of struggled through the night. My husband gets up at 3:30 in the morning. He's probably pleased with that just for once. So yes, it's a tricky one. Drink lots of water, obviously, and just take that duvet off and put just a sheet on if you need to be covered up.
Finally, I think we're kind of split as a nation. We either think this is really balmy and we're loving it, or it's blistering and revolting. How long are we going to either enjoy or endure this weather?
Well, it's quite a rare event here in the UK to see temperatures this high for so long. And consecutively, we're likely to see temperatures in excess of 30 degrees for probably around 6 days. And that's a new September record. However, there'll be quite an explosive breakdown through the weekend as we see some thunderstorms and some heavy rain on Sunday as well. So it's not a good day to play golf if you are one of those people. But we could see that heat lingering on in the south even further than that.